type map. Now, tried to make it dark, but not pitch black and boring. It's just got that green, bad on the lungs look to it, like it's full of spores or mold or whatever. Yeah, like a thick sort of fog is on, sort of greenish tinge to it. Now I've put these fungal growths through the place. Now the idea of these is they're not deadly traps or anything, but if you walk too close to them, they throw a choking powder dust grenade at themselves. DC 14 forward save to avoid being dazed. Again, it's not deadly, but if you've got a horde of goblins chasing after you, that could be a real hassle. I'll just pick up the pace a bit. Now, I figured goblins would have a locked door, keep intruders out. Again, I tried to sort of make a... sorry, I'm just going to cook this door down because Marty can't pick locks. It's not a hard door to get down or anything, it's just something to slow people down. Figured that, yeah, we want a map that has a sort of lived-in look to it, like something like where you could actually believe goblins live here, like there's signs of habitation. So the area beyond this door, it's got like huts and little holes where they hide and that sort of thing, the odd campfire here and there, just something to make it look like, yeah, again, a cave where goblins actually live. There we go. So I'll just scurry through this so we don't have to... Okay, so this is the first Mouldy Rat Tribe goblin hut area. This gave it a little bit of a warmer colour to it, so, you know, so it's got a campfire there. It looks like, you know, again, a place where living creatures live. That's why I gave it the warmer colour, because there's another section of this cave where they keep all of their undead. I figure the big challenge of any culture that has large numbers of undead is that you want to keep the undead creatures separate from your living folks, because one usually gets eaten by the other. So this is the section where the goblins actually live, and this is the final area. This is like the big main area where the goblins live, and there's a huge pit in the middle, and that pit goes down into the area where they actually create their undead. So we'll just go there now. Now this area, the pit, I tried to make it kind of dark and windy, a bit more of a labyrinth. To be honest, I've just used the default torchlit only lighting. I don't know, I mean, we could probably make it darker or scarier somehow. If you've got any ideas about that, just let us know, or if you'd like it to be something different. But yeah, the idea is, wanted it sort of like a, yeah, like a dark, windy, scary, cavey looking thing. I get lost down here. Okay. Alright, so now the idea is, okay, this lower section, I'll show you the actual maps in just a minute, but this lower section goes to an area... Oh, I've gone around in a circle. Sorry. I made this map. How is it I get lost in it? Okay, so, alright, genius. Alright, here we go. Putting doors every now and then just helps break the area up a bit, so you don't have to sort of try and see the whole thing at once. From what I understand, it actually saves on server resources and cuts down on lag if you've got big doors every now and then. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's what I've heard. Now, again, this thing I think is kind of cool. This is the negative energy door. I figured that any lich or necromancer or whatever goblin character is making these undead would have a properly protected lair. And I thought, well, just in keeping with a lich or something like that, I thought, well, it's going to be loaded with negative energy. So it's got a negative energy door. If you try to open it, this pillar zaps you in the back of the head with a negative energy ray. And you can stand all day trying to knock that thing down, and you're just going to keep on getting zapped. I'm not going to show you exactly how to open that. I'll make another video, and I'll give that to the DM team or something. But I think this is kind of cool, and it should be fun for players to try and figure out how to get that door open. It's not rocket science or anything, but just a bit of a minor challenge. Again, it just sort of creates a believable atmosphere to the cave that, obviously if you're a lich, a goblin lich or whatever, you're going to try and protect yourself, and it's not just going to be with a bunch of zombies. You're going to be having some sort of decent defense, but it's not something that's impossible to get through. You just got to sit there and figure it out. Okay, so now this map sort of winds around a bit. Now the first, okay, so that lair with the negative energy door, that's about halfway through this pit. The previous half was sort of where the goblins would be dragging down their dead bodies to the lair to be made into undead creatures. And this half would be the section where I'm guessing that they would actually store their undead. Maybe the mouldy rat tribe's been stockpiling undead critters for a while, and they're ready to start making their move on Narfell, or I don't know how the DMs want to play that, but so this half would be the undead storage half. Again, I try to make it wet and damp looking, so it's got a bit of a waterfall there, and that goes back up to the original map, the Mouldy Rat Cave map. But this would be the other half. Again, this would be the undead half. So the undead up in this half would be, it's kind of like an undead marshalling area, where they store all their zombie rats and their zombie goblins and their zombie whatevers. Again, I've tried to keep the placeables down to an absolute minimum just to cut down on server resources and lag and that sort of business. This one has still got those exploding fungi that choke the place up a bit. I thought that would add an extra challenge too, because the undead critters on this half would be immune to the poison of the fungus. So again, if you're running from a horde of undead and all of a sudden you're dazed and the zombies can just run straight through it, I thought that would add an extra challenge. So, and again, it's sort of windy and gloomy and scary looking. And that's pretty much it. And this goes back up to the ruins of Norwich. So that's the Mouldy Rat Cave map. So here are the actual maps for the Mouldy Rat Tribe. The northern part, that's where the Rat Tribe goblins actually live. The south part is where they keep their undead. Again, the idea is to keep them separate. Both north and south parts have an entrance into the that goes to the old Norwich ruins, and they've both got an exit that goes down into the pits. Now, in the pits, you can see that halfway through from either side is the negative energy door that goes into the lair of the necromancer who makes the undead critters down there. I hope you like it. If there's anything else you'd like me to change or add or remove, just let me know. Thanks.